Announcements none, papers none, motion.
Yes, Honourable Prime Minister.
Yes, ma'am. I beg to move that all the business on today's order paper be exempted from the provisions of paragraph 2, Standing Order 10.
Thank you. The question is that all the business on today's order paper be exempted from the provisions of paragraph 2 of Standing Order 10. Those in favour say aye. Aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it.
Statement by Minister.
Yes, Honourable Minister of Tourism.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. With your permission, I wish to make a statement. Madame la Présidente, je fais cette déclaration afin de dissiper les malentendus liés à une certaine confusion dans la presse et sur les réseaux sociaux par rapport à ma réponse à la private notice question de mercredi. Le leader de l'opposition avait entre autres demandé de connaître le coût lié à mon déplacement en Afrique du Sud, à quoi j'ai indiqué qu'une somme de 259 800 roupies avait été encourue. Ce montant inclut, Madame la Présidente, le coût des billets d'avion. Et je confirme ce montant et je dépose d'ailleurs les détails relatifs à l'Assemblée nationale. Malheureusement, certains médias, internautes, ont fait un amalgame entre le coût de ma mission en Afrique du Sud et celui du roadshow. Il est à souligner, Madame la Présidente, que le leader de l'opposition n'avait à aucun moment, ni dans sa question initiale, ni dans ses questions supplémentaires, demandé le coût du roadshow qui est organisé par la MTPA dans le cadre de son mandat sur une base annuelle depuis plusieurs années. Cela se fait indépendamment du ministre et du ministère. Il est à noter que les coûts associés à l'organisation des roadshows sont encourus par la MTPA après l'approbation de son conseil d'administration. Dans le cas présent, je suis informé par la MTPA que le roadshow auquel j'ai participé est allé sur 3 jours et organisé dans 3 villes, soit Johannesburg, Durban et Cape Town, a coûté 2 728 239,68 roupies, soit 980 000 ronds, 914,43. Je suis aussi informé que l'événement et la somme avaient été agréés par l'ancien board de la MTPA le 4 juillet 2024, après quoi un contrat avait été signé avec l'agence Meropa Communication qui représente la MTPA en Afrique du Sud. Il est regrettable et malheureux qu'il puisse y avoir cette confusion. Si la question du coût du roadshow m'avait été posée, j'aurais communiqué avec grand plaisir et dans la plus grande transparence. Le montant au leader de l'opposition et à la Chambre et en même temps à la presse, le montant au leader de l'opposition et à la Chambre et en même temps à la presse. Je vous remercie, Madame la Présidente.
Je vous en prie, Monsieur le Ministre.
Public Bill Committee of Supply.
Yes. Yes, please be seated. Thank you. Je peux commencer par déjà. Yes. Honourable members, I think the Honourable Minister of Labour has asked me, and I have agreed that his ministry should be called out of turn during this examination. So, Minister? Yes? We will guide you. I will guide you. Nobody was aware, young man. Young member. We are just taking stock, so it's not very difficult. Not very difficult. So you have to look at... Dis-moi quelle... Page 370. Ministry of Labour and Industrial Relations. As far as we can in this House, we try and arrange things so that everybody's happy. Shh. We are not going to start on that kind. Let's keep quiet, please. Le jour commence. Le jour commence. Gardons un peu de calme. Okay, the question is, DPM, I'm starting now. The question is that the sum of 118,100,000 rupees for Program Code 1601, Policy and Strategy for Labour and Industrial Relations, stand part of the schedule. Those in favour say aye. Aye. Those against say no. Are you all right? I'll give you a minute to put your question. Shh. Of course. Go ahead, go ahead.
May I ask the Minister, on page 373, 21110, decimal 005, extra assistance, can we know, we see 11 million being budgeted for advisors. May we have the name of the advisors appointed, their qualification and remuneration package?
Yes, Minister?
Yes, Chair, in fact, there is an amount budgeted for the redundancy board. So the redundancy board, the president is Mr. Abdul Rashid Hussain, and he has a monthly salary of 179,150. And the vice president is Mr. France Christophe Lactive. His monthly salary is 122,900 rupees. I have two advisors, Mr. Dawood Niranjan, who has a salary of 32,350 rupees plus an allowance of 5,825 rupees, and Mrs. Fadia Niazia Khan, senior advisor on information matters. She draws a salary of 62,200 rupees.
Thank you. Next question? No? Okay, so we've done, if I understand well, we've already done 370, 371. Now we just did 372 and 373. Okay, 374, 375, 374. Hein? Qu'est-ce qui se passe avec celui-là?
Ça, c'est l'autre code.
It's a different code. Okay. Yeah, I have to learn it myself. Okay, so I put the question again. The question is that the sum of 118,100,000 rupees for program code 1601, policy and strategy for labor and industrial relations, stand part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say no. So now we are on 375. Still Ministry of Labour. Okay, page 375. Hmm? Yes, I'm going to put the question. The question is that the sum of 253 million rupees for program code 1602, Labour and Industrial Relations Management, stand part of the schedule. Those in favour say aye. Those against say no. No questions? Yes?
May I ask the Minister, under 375, for the program Occupational Safety and Health, may we know for the last financial year the number of prosecutions that have been initiated, and if he has also the number of successful convictions that has been...
Dites-moi quel code?
Sous le programme même, 16-160-202, Occupational Safety and Health Management.
Okay. Yes, Minister, very interesting issue.
I am informed, Chair, that for the period July 2024, April 2025, there has been 3,005 inspectors carried out. During this period, 156 56 cases in respect of 286 breaches of OSH legislation were lodged before the industrial court. The breakdown of the prosecution is as follows: enforcement section 66, construction section 47, employees lodging accommodation section 17, accident unit 26.
Yes? Yes? Leader?
Thank you, Chair. May I refer the Honourable Minister to page 376, item number 22900.974, Decent Work Country Programme, second generation. Can we be provided with more information on that program and why that increase?
Yes, Chair, this program, the Decent Work Country program, is long overdue. There has been a first generation and now a second generation. We have retained the services of consultants from the University of Technology of Mauritius in collaboration with the ILO country office. The contract was awarded on the 21st February of last year, 2024, for a sum of 950,410 rupees. An amount of 190 rupees and 82 cents has been disbursed till date.
Yes, one more?
Yes. Still, if I may ask the Minister, on the program, that was occupational safety and health management, may I know from the Minister how many out of these cases, if any, have resulted in work permits being cancelled, employers' work permit authorizations have been cancelled?
I don't have this information, but usually when you prosecute for an offense, you will get a fine. So I can tell you, I've already told you the breakdown of the prosecution, but to my knowledge, no, there hasn't been any cancellation of any permit. But I will check, and if there is anything, I'll circulate.
Okay. Can we go on with the question is that the sum 200... 377. Qu'est-ce qui se passe avec 377? Okay. Okay. It seems that I have to go through 377, 378, 379 pages, I mean, and 380 and 81. No? Non. Ça, c'est un autre vote. On perd son latin, hein? Oui, ok, mais ça va trop vite.
377.
377, messieurs, dames. Okay, no problem. You had a question? No. You had a question? No. Okay. The question is that the sum of 253 million rupees for Program Code 1602, Labour and Industrial Relations Management, stand part of the schedule. Those in favour say aye. Aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. Now we move to page 380. That is another code. Okay, 2 pages. The question is at the sum of 27,920,000. I'm sorry, I'll say it again. 27,900,000 rupees for Program Code 1603, Regulations of Association and Trade Unions, stand part of the schedule. Those in favour say aye. Aye. Those against say no. Yes, Leader of the Opposition.
Chair, page 380, item number 22030, rent. There's an increase in the rent. Can we know why?
Yes, I'm informed that the increase in provision is due to expected increases in rent payable to Silver Crest court. This is the contract has already terminated, so we are anticipating an increase in rent in respect of that accommodation.
Yes?
Same page, may I ask the Minister on the heading, Program 1603, Registration and Regulation of Associations and Trade Unions. May we know from the Minister how many workers in Mauritius have been unionized, are recognized, are part of a recognized trade union?
I don't have the exact figures. I know that there are 407 trade unions registered as at May 2025. So if I get the information about the number of workers represented by these 407 trade unions, I'll circulate it.
So you have the number of trade unions, but not the number?
Not the number of workers who
Workers
are represented by these
Okay.
trade unions.
You will let us know. Okay? Good. 381. 381. Okay, I'm on the same vote. Okay, so the question is at the sum of 27,900,000 rupees for Program Code 1603, Regulations of Association and Trade Unions. Stand part of the schedule. Those in favour say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. Now, Ministry of Labour. I have several pages. I start with 382.
J'arrive pas. Attends. Parce que s'il faut sur ton cas, c'est ouais.
Okay, question. I would suggest you just stand up when you have a question, because I don't want to twist my back again today.
Ask the Minister.
Yes, I call the vote. Let me call the vote. The question is at the sum of 265 million rupees for Program Code 1604, Employment Facilitation, stand part of the schedule. Those in favour say aye. Aye. Yes, Mr. Duval?
Yes. May I ask the Minister, 21110, page 382, right? 21110, decimal 005, extra assistance. Can the Honourable Minister provide us with the name, qualification and remuneration of these persons?
Yes, I'm informed that presently there is no consultant advisor under this program.
Okay, okay, Leader of the Opposition first, then Mr. Francois.
Yes, page 383, item 22090. There's a new item for security. May we be provided with more information?
Yes, Chair, this relates to provision is being made for security services, installation of alarm system to safeguard the premises of 2 record centers at Mapu and Rosil and the employment centers. So currently there is no security services available in 13 of these EICs.
Yes. Yes, it was Mr.
May I?
Francois' turn.
May I?
Yes.
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. I refer to page 383, item number 28212, decimal 028, Employability Enhancement Program. May I know from the Honourable Minister the number of persons who have benefited in each programs for this financial year?
So can you repeat the code?
Item number 28212.028, Employability Enhancement Program.
Okay, employability enhancement programs. There are actually 5 programs. There is the Youth Employment Program, Women Back to Work Program, Trainee Engineer Scheme, Training and Placement of Persons with Disabilities, and Trainee Land Surveyor schemes. So I will table the number of beneficiaries under each of these schemes.
Yes, Mr. Duval?
Yes. On the same question, specifically for training and placement of persons with disabilities. You've answered already part of the question. The second part is, does the minister know how many persons with disabilities are currently in employment?
In Mauritius?
Yes.
Yes, Minister. Very interesting question.
Yes, this information will actually be available to the Training and Employment Person with Disability Boards, which falls under the Ministry of Social Integration. In my ministry, I'm just referred, any person with disabilities that needs to be employed, we contact them, we get the list, and then we place them to with the employer. But we will not have the actual number of people with disabilities who are looking for a job. This would be with the Employment of Person with Disability Board. They will have it.
The board, yes.
The board will have it. We just get requests. We get requests, then we do the placement.
Yes, Honourable Leader.
Minister, under the same item, I'll take the item C, trainee engineer scheme. Can we know how many persons, engineers, have benefited from that scheme until now?
I am informed that there are 1,700, since the start of the program in September 2016, there has been 1,706 engineers who have been trained under the scheme. And presently, there are 108 trainees in post, out of which 51 is in the public sector and 57 in the private sector.
Yes?
May I?
Yes, question?
Yes, if you allow me. On same page, 383, item number 22900.948, Employment Outreach Initiative. Can the Honourable Minister enlighten the House about this item, please?
This is decimal 948, right? Yeah, that's right. Okay, so this provision is made for the organization of up to 6 job and training fairs to help uplift and support those who are in need of employment facilitation. One of these fairs costs on average 250,000 rupees.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Duval? 384.
May I ask the Honourable Minister, under the programme 16402, recruitment of foreign workers. General question, Chair. Can the Minister provide to the House the list of the number, actually, of foreign workers by category, by sector they are employed, and by country, by nationality? Will he be able to provide that to the House?
Are you able to do that?
Not today. I will circulate a list and the breakdown of the number of foreign workers that we have by country-wise. I will proceed.
There was a PQ, it seems, on that, but never mind. You will give us the figures.
Yes, I'll table the information.
No problem. Are we done with that one? Yes. Yes? Okay, the question is, c'est bien ça, hein? The question is, c'est bien 382, that the sum of 200, Mr. Duval, please, don't speak at the same time that I am. The question is that the sum of 265 million rupees for program code 1604 employment facilitation stand part of the schedule. Those in favour say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. Now we are going back. We're going back because we were out of turn. So now we're going to the Ministry of Agro-industry, page 201. And Minister, I'm happy to see you back. I'm happy to see you back. Okay. The question is that the sum of 229,300,000 rupees for program code 0601, policy and strategy for agro-industry, food security, blue economy and fisheries stand part of the bill. Those in favour say aye. Aye. Okay. No question. Yes.
Oh, Madam Speaker, this is getting tiring. After lunch like this, there's always an issue. May I ask the Honourable Minister? Yes, 204? 21110.
Which page, please?
204.
Okay.
Decimal 005, extra assistance. Can the Minister provide the House the names and qualification and remuneration of his advisors?
Yes,
Yes.
Madam Chair, it's quite a lengthy reply. I don't mind circulating it.
What did you say? You're going to circulate, okay? Yes, Leader of the Opposition.
Yes, on the same page, item 22120, fees with regard to the creation of a digital state agricultural land bank. Can we know whether work has already started first, and what is the time frame?
Well, we are going to enlist the services of a consultant to provide touch button technology to planters and to all those who are willing to have access to this touch button service. Now, as to the specific question, it sounds more like a PQ, but I will get the information from my staff and supply relevant information.
Thank you. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Next page.
Yes.
Oui.
On va jusqu'à 206 là. Hein? D'accord? So we're okay. 201, 201, 203, 202, 203, 204, 205, and 206.
Put to vote.
I put the question again. Question is at the sum of 229,300,000 rupees for program code 0601, policy and strategy for agro-industry, food security, blue economy and fisheries stand part of the schedule. Those in favour say aye. Aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it.
In industry, I did not.
Now we go to 207.
Put to vote.
The question is at the sum of 1,096,000,000 rupees for program code 0602 cane industry. Stand part of the schedule. Those in favour say aye. Aye. Those against say no. We have three. 207, 208, 209. Yes?
On page 208, item number 26313.028, Irrigation Authority, maintenance of irrigation network. Can we be provided with the list of places where the maintenance will be carried out for the coming financial year?
Yes, again, the reply is quite lengthy. I don't mind circulating it. It's here, unless you want me to spell it out. Thank you very much.
Yes, the next question, yes?
28225.014, the cane replantation scheme. May we know from the Minister, for the last financial year, how many beneficiaries have benefited from that scheme?
It's a cane replantation scheme, a provision of 75 million made to continue to provide grant to an amount of 60,000 rupees per acre, and it has benefited 675 small and medium sugarcane planters for cane replantation.
Yes? Leader of the Opposition, then.
On page 209, item 28213.021, D, training of planters on organic agriculture. Can we have an indication, first of all, how many planters have benefited from that training and how many will benefit in the forthcoming financial year?
Yes, I don't have the number, but the training, as the Honorable Leader of Opposition has said, is made for training of planters on organic production of sugarcane. But I know this is a program which is quite attractive, and there are many planters who have expressed and shown interest. But I can give you the exact number. I'm waiting for the relevant information.
Yes. Thank you, Minister. Yes. Mr. Bichuk.
Page 208, item 25210, sub number 023, fertilizer scheme for sugarcane planters. I see nothing had been earmarked for the previous financial year. Is it a new scheme to support our sugarcane planters?
Yes, it's quite a substantial sum that has been earmarked, and provision is made for the payment of 50% subsidies on fertilizer to sugarcane planters, scheme previously financed under the National Residential Fund. Now, as to the number, I can't give you the exact number, but certainly, as I've said earlier, many planters are forthcoming, have expressed interest, and they're all fully on board.
Yes. Yes, Leader of the Opposition.
Thank you. On page 209, there's a new item that is 28213, again, .021, drone spraying. Can we be provided with more information on that item?
Yes, we've acquired 2 drones for obvious use, to spray the cane fields, and we hope that, they will be delivered in due time.
Yes, Mr. Duval.
In the same item, the Mauritius Cane Industry Authority, can we have the composition of the board? Will we be able to table same?
Well, the chair is my memory serves me right, is the senior chief executive, but I can submit the list to my...
Yes, Mr. Bichuk.
Page 209, item number 28213. 213, sub number 021, and at the bottom we have development of land suitability map. Can the Minister please enlighten us on this project?
Land suitability map is appropriate. Earlier I talked of touch button technology, and it will tell us, where is it appropriate to grow which type of cultivation, and as to the amount of water that it would require. So we are moving not a step ahead of technology, but we are being accompanied by constant breakthrough in technology.
Yes, we're done.
You are done.
Yes. So the question is at the sum of 1,096,000,000 rupees for program code 0602 cane industry, stand part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. So we're still on Ministry of Agro-industry. Page 210. Until it's 210 until 219. We've got a bit of work here. The question is at the sum of 1,826,400,000 rupees in program code 0603, food, crop, and livestock sectors, stand part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say no. Yes.
Chair, on page 211, item 22130, studies and surveys, standardization of local agricultural produce. Can we have a time frame, please, Honourable Minister?
Time frame, Minister?
Yes, sure.
For standardization, is that it?
Sure.
Okay.
Yes, studies. What is that? I can't see. The two of studies or supply of? Studies.
You got one more paper.
Yes,
Here you
sorry. Studies and. Where is the studies and survey? I can hardly see.
Standardization of
Well, you can rest assured that there is going to be proper standardization, and the studies are going to be conducted very as appropriate. And I've been told that there are, capacity building and identification of national priorities, but we are prioritizing, and we are looking at national legislation, respect of codex alimentarius. Okay, so all these are being looked into to ensure that there is established norm for to give satisfaction to planters and to consumers.
If you allow me,
Yes, Mr. Bichuk? No? Mr. François?
on the same item, Chair. Will this program concern Rodix, especially our Chipima and Zarigo?
Zarigo?
Yeah.
Yes, Zarigo.
Yes, we always give differential treatment to our friends from Rodrigue, and you can rest assured it's going to be taken care of.
Mr. Duval?
Minister, at page 211, 22090, security. 36 million is being budgeted for payment of security services. Here we have the name of the service providers and also the other details relating to them, including the date of contracting their services.
I don't have the date, but I can tell you that there have been provisions made for payment of security services for the following 12 outstanding operating under the agricultural services and falling under non-sugar sector. The list is here. I can circulate it to you. And in relation also as to whom contract has been allocated, that information will be parted to you.
Next page
Yes.
now. Yes. On the same page, item number 22900.099. 22900.099. C, les assises de l'agriculture. We know when will the Assises de l'Agriculture be held?
We're all looking forward to the Assises de l'Agriculture. It's going to be celebrated with great pomp. Everybody is going to be invited. It's the opportunity not for all. So it's going to be held on this. It's a tentative date, but 16th of October, and that's when they celebrate the World Food Day.
Yes,
Sorry, I'm talking of Salon de l'Agriculture. Assises? You talk of Assises? Assises, yeah. Fund will be used for the organization of the Assises de l'Agriculture, which serve as a pivotal forum, and the outcome will be the launching of food security program by December 2025.
Yes, Mr. Bichuk?
Yes, Chair. Page 212, 212. At the top, item number 25, 210. Number 0.009. We have a hefty amount of 15 million rupees that had been allocated to fruit growers, lychee and banana. May I know from the Honorable Minister how this amount will be disbursed?
Again, we provide a lot of subsidy on the cost of purchase of plastic bags and the banana bag, what we call banana bagging scheme.
Banana
And the net for
bags.
protecting fruit trees, lychees, long and mango. Now for the financial year 2024-2025, an amount of more than 5 million rupees has been earmarked and going to be disbursed to 17 banana and 681 orchard owners and backyard and fruit tree owners under the Resilience Fund. Now, for financial year 25-26, the implementation of the scheme will be pursued.
Yes, honourable members, we've gone far beyond 2 minutes, so I'm putting the question now. The question is that the sum of 1,826,400,000 rupees for programme code 0603, food, crop and livestock, stand part of the schedule. Those in favour say aye. Those against say no. Now we go to page 220. Still same ministry. The question is that the sum of 373,100,000 rupees for programme code 0604, Forestry and Biodiversity stand part of the schedule. Those in favour say aye. Yes? Stand up.
2 minutes allocated per item, not per programme.
No. We've given him a lot of time. We've given all of you a lot of time. Don't quarrel with me.
Not quarreling, I just want to get it straight. Is it 2 minutes per item or per programme? Because it makes a whole difference. It's just a question.
Per item, we went so long.
There were so many items left.
Honourable member, don't make as if I'm a tyrant. I'm not. I'm trying to be as nice as possible. And I'm also interested in these issues. So let's all try and collaborate. It's our country. The question, did I put it? On ne sait plus là. Je redis. The question is that the sum of 373,100,000 rupees for program code 0604, Forestry and Biodiversity, stand part of the schedule. Those in favour say aye. Those against say no. If you have a question, now you have to stand.
They don't have.
Nobody. Okay. C'est bon. Which one? 231. 221. Okay. Go ahead.
22090, security. There is more than 100% increase in security costs. May we have the list of service providers, the date of award, and the reason for the doubling of cost?
Yes. Well, the cost is substantial, largely due to depreciation of the rupee under the previous government, so cost has gone up. But it's made for payment of security services provided to 13 compounds and nurseries of forestry. Now again, the detailed list will be submitted to our good friend. Yeah.
Yes. Try and not argue, please.
Yes. Same page, 31410. Decimal 401. Rehabilitation, upgrading of nature reserves and parks. Can the Minister provide the list of rehabilitation projects that will be done under this program? Delaying tactic in
Minister, please.
Further. Increase in funds to cater for increase in production of native species, to increase targets for reforestation and free biodiversity conservation, restoration work at Ilu Gabriel Nature Reserve.
Okay. The question is that the sum of 373,100,000 rupees for program code Forestry 0604, Forestry and Biodiversity stand part of the schedule. Those in favour say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. I'm still on Ministry of Agro-industry. So now we are page 226. We've already reached 226.
226, c'est bon. Mais le temps de ce programme, c'est ça.
Vous n'êtes pas en train de suivre. Mais j'ai dit que j'avais toutes ces pages-là. J'ai déjà avancé. Je comprends. Mais je donne le temps.
Mais c'est pas plus si on a 2 minutes par item.
Mais même ça.
Si certains n'ont pas envie de travailler, c'est le problème. Travail, Madame la Présidente. On a été d'accord 2 minutes par item. Là, c'est devenu 2 minutes par programme. Keep sitting down to address you. So are you.
Ça suffit. Ça suffit.
8 ans de questions de question.
Oh là là. Si, incroyable. Bon, est-ce que je peux faire mon travail? Je vous ai dit 2 minutes, mais si personne n'a rien à dire, ça va être 1 minute ou 30 secondes si personne n'a rien à dire. Mais faites-moi savoir. Mettez-vous debout. Mettez-vous debout. Ne vous bagarrez pas avec moi. Mettez-vous debout maintenant.
223, 22. Madame, on n'a pas passé. C'est ça, c'est ce que je suis en train de dire. Hein? Ouais. Les années passées, tu as raison. We were at 221. Now we're at 223.
I am always...
This is my point to call the vote.
I called the vote because nobody stood up. Moi, je suis fixe. Chut.
Exactement, chut.
Yes, but I would like everybody to keep quiet so that I can carry on with my job. Honorable Duval, I am on 226. Let me call it. Make yourself visible so I can give you time to speak. Page 226. The question is that the sum of 353,700,000 rupees for program code 0605, Blue Economist, and part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say no. Yes.
227. May I ask the Minister? 22,120. Decimal 024. Fees in connection with capacity building program, aquaculture. May we have from the Minister the list of aquaculture programs that have been set up and that are now in operation?
Aquaculture Minister. Extremely interesting also. Chut. Ça suffit là. Arrêtez les backbenchers, s'il vous plaît. Si vous continuez, comme hier, je vous ai dit, moi, je suis venu. Si vous continuez à m'empêcher de travailler, je m'en vais. Allez, j'ai 7 pages. J'ai 7 pages. Je vais vous donner le temps parce que c'est Blue Economy, c'est très important. Allez-y. Allez-y. Question.
Page 227 and the same item, that is 22120, fees to consultant, EU funded. There's a new item. Can we be provided with details regarding that item?
The fees mainly to consultant for the blue economy, 5 million rupees, and fees in in connection with capacity building aquaculture. I have it here.
Yes, next question.
Next page, next page.
He will give it to you.
You want it?
Yes. Oui, il faut ne pas laisser parce que ça se promène un peu là. Hein. Allez-y, vous avez une question?
L'autre page. 228, 229.
229?
Oui, 229.
Yes. 229, c'est bon?
Oui, c'est bon là.
Yes, extra assistance, exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
Well, the Minister, decimal 005. Provide us with the... Selma nous pour ici comme ça là. Will the Minister give us the names, qualification and remuneration of the persons benefiting from this item?
Provision made for the payment of salary to a nautical inspector and to fill other posts in scarcity areas because there's a shortage of skill, right? And it's a director of shipping, there's no deputy director of shipping, no nautical surveyors, marine engineers also, shortage of marine engineering surveyors, and nautical inspectors and marine engineering inspectors. I would probably have to advertise, and even if I have to recruit from overseas, we'll have no choice but to do it. I'll circulate it too.
Yes, yes.
Yes, on the same page, item number 22900.824, expenses in connection with glow fouling project. May we know more about this item vote?
Yes, glow fouling is largely due to microorganisms, which, and sometimes those microorganisms are stuck to the hull of ships, and they can have a deleterious effect on marine life. But I will submit the relevant information instead of amount being spent.
Okay. Are we done? The question is the sum of 353,700,000 rupees for program code 0605, Blue Economy, stand part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. Now, page 233, yes. Still Ministry of Agro-industry. The question is at the sum of 581,500,000 rupees for program code 0606, Fisheries development, stand part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. Yes. Question.
Yes. 3-4.
Quelle page?
Unless someone else.
Quelle page?
234.
234, okay.
Yes.
Yes.
22,900, decimal 042. Reward for citing illegal, unreported and unregulated fishing vessels. May we know from the Minister, for the last financial year, how many reports have been made, and how many of which have resulted also in payments of reward?
22,900.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
42. Reward for citing illegal and reported and regulated fishing vessels. Now, this is a huge problem which is being addressed and made provisions for reward to fishing operators and to alert the ministry on IUU fishing in our EZ. Now, there have been several articles published in the paper on this issue, but it's one of the problems in relation to depletion of stock in our sea is largely due to IUU fishing.
Yes.
May I ask the Minister, the amount has reduced by half I wanted to know how many reports have been made last year, and also if you could explain why it is being reduced by half.
Yeah, there was no disbursement made because there was no report made. You see?
Reports.
A report in relation to, as far as I know, in relation to information has been relayed to me, there's been no report made, okay, in relation to IUU. But we rely on friendly countries sometimes to transmit the relevant information in our effort to wage war on IUU.
No, we had Mr. Francois already.
I refer to page 235, item number 28212, transfers to households, .002, compensation to net fishermen. Does this item concern the mandatory surrender of fishermen cards by the 5 large net fishing cooperatives in Rodrigues?
As far as I can recall, it should apply to Rodrigo also. It should apply to Rodrigo also. Yes, in relation to, we are talking about returning of fishermen carts and fishing nets and all that, and compensation that has to be made. And now I can assure the House, let me reiterate what was discussed and approved by Prime Minister, Deputy Prime Minister, that we are going to go for an optional, okay? Optional. Yeah. Practice.
Okay. You got it, huh? Okay. Leader of the opposition first, and then you, and then Mr. Duval.
I'll have to go back to page 234, Chair. Item 22900, other goods and services, .030, safety and security equipment for fishers. There's a considerable decrease in the amount. Can we know how many fishers have already benefited from safety and security equipment?
I can hardly hear any of you. Please speak up. Speak up. I didn't hear, honestly. I didn't hear.
Page 234, 22900, other goods and services, item .030, safety and security equipment. There's a considerable increase for next financial year. First, may we know why and how many fishers have already benefited?
Yes, decrease in provision as 243 personal locator beacons have already been procured. And I will circulate all the relevant information in relation to those who've taken advantage of this facility being extended to our fishers.
Yes, Mr. Bichuk.
Page 235, 235, item number 28225, decimal 008. Found some very interesting increase for 2 items, A and B, purchase of canots, which has increased from 4 million to 24 million, and purchase of semi-industrial fishing boats, which has increased from 12 million to 48 million. May I know from the Minister how many canots and semi-industrial fishing boats they look forward to subsidize through this item?
Yes. In relation to purchase of canots, in fact, again, in line to encourage fishers to move off lagoon, because we want to have a politics of repletion of our lagoon. Now, provision is made for the grant of 300,000 for the purchase of canot. A selection committee at the level of the ministry has been set up to assess applications which are submitted as per criteria. Now, the scheme was for the year 24-25, 35 applicants have been evaluated and approved, and 8 million rupees, slightly more than 8 million rupees, were disbursed. Now I have the list of the beneficiaries, and I will circulate them.
Yes. Yes. Last question. Okay.
May I ask the Minister, under 28, 212,
page?
235. Compensation to net fishermen and artisanal fishermen. We see a substantial increase. May we know from the Minister how many permits is he expected to take back under this scheme? As I understand, it is to compensate them for taking back their fishing permits. Can he give us an indication for both artisanal fishermen and net fishermen?
I will long reply, which I'm very willing to circulate, and it would make good reading, because again, it's in line with the politics of empowerment of our fishers.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Minister. And you will not forget to circulate whatever you promised to circulate. The question is at the sum of 581,500,000 rupees for program code 0606 Fisheries Development. Stand part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. Now we move to the Ministry of National Infrastructure. Page 240. The question is that the sum of 169 million rupees for program code 0701, Policy and Strategy for National Infrastructure Development, stand part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say no. Yes, Leader.
Page 243, item number 22030.005, rental of facilities for events. There is a substantial increase for the next financial year. Can the Minister explain why that sudden increase?
Normally, it's rental facilities for NGOs, for social, cultural organizations, the tents and toilets and everything.
Yes?
Same question, but can we know the reason the budget has doubled, 8 million to 17.5? Why is the budget doubling?
Minister, reason for doubling the budget?
We have, I give information for the rental of buildings first, and then I give also for rental of facilities for events. For buildings, we are renting Moorgate House at Sir William Newton, and we are renting Meiji News on the 10th floor, 516 square meter, and for Moorgate it is 2,250 square meters. As far as rental of facilities for event, it is an increase in provision is to cater for tent services, podiums and other facilities for the organizations of socio-cultural activities at national, regional and community level.
Okay. Yeah. Il est réveillé ou quoi? Leader of the opposition, carry on. Don't get disturbed.
The same page, Chair. That is 243, item 22,900, other goods and services. Here again, there is a substantial increase. Can we be provided with the reasons for that substantial increase for the next financial year? Thank you.
Increase in provision is as a result of additional funds provided into items, provisions and stores to cater for procurement of logistics, such as red carpet and national flags used during official functions and state visits, and also for the procurement of additional mobile toilets which are used during religious events such as Mahashivratri pilgrimage.
Yes? Good? Another one, yes? Just stand up and put your question.
Yes, 242, 21110, decimal 005, extra assistance, name, qualification and remuneration fees.
I presume you want to know the advisors. I'm sure. Extra assistance. We have one advisor, one senior advisor, one advisor, and one advisor on public relation matters. Remuneration, the advisor on public relations, 39,350. the advisor 68,000 and senior advisor 77,950. You want the names? We give you. We have Mr. Shakil Jadoo, who is senior advisor, Mr. Dinesh Budu is advisor, Mr. Toju, who is advisor on public relation matters. You want qualification? This also I give you, Shakil Jadoo.
Okay, everybody. Are we
we
done? I think we are done. Let me put the question. Honorable Bhagwan, let me put the question. The question is at the sum of 169 million rupees for program code 0701, policy. Oh, shut up! C'est pas possible. I was in the middle of putting the question. Stop it, both of you. Yeah, but you can pretend you don't hear him. At least. I'm going to put the question again. And I don't...
Madam Speaker, is this parliamentary? Yes. Our Deputy Prime Minister is calling me on any basis. Is that parliamentary? How long is he going to this like this? I know it is past lunchtime, but and he called me all sorts of names. Madam Speaker, I decline the Deputy Prime Minister to remove that. The word imbecile.
You are the imbeciles.
And to remove that again.
I won't remove anything.
You're Mr. Bean.
Honorable Deputy.
I insist that he withdraws this one. He cannot call me an imbecile.
But you must keep quiet so I can say a word.
Yes?
Now you keep quiet, Honorable Deputy Prime Minister, so that we can move on with our work. Just please withdraw that word imbecile.
Withdraw, but
thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let me put the question. C'est pas vrai. Vous n'êtes pas dans une salle de classe. C'est pas possible. The question is, Minister, it's your ministry. The question is that the sum of 169 million rupees for program code 0701 policy and strategy for national infrastructure development stand part of the schedule. Those in favour say aye. Aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. Now we move to page 245. Yes, the question is that the sum of 689 million rupees for program code 070 technical services for construction and maintenance of government assets stand part of the schedule. Those in favour say aye. Those against say no. Yes, question.
At page 246, 31112, decimal 433, non-residential buildings, refurbishment of office buildings. Can the Honourable Minister provide us with the list of buildings and the works that have been undertaken? Can he provide that to the House in due time?
Refurbishment. The decrease is mainly due to lower provisions being made following completion of projects such as replacement of transformers, supply and installation of new generator, installation of fire detection alarm system and main low voltage panel at Emmanuel Antil building.
Yes? No one?
Vote.
Okay. Good. The question is at the sum of 689 million rupees for program code 0702, technical services for construction and maintenance of government assets stand part of the schedule. Those in favour say aye. Aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. Page 250. C'était quoi? J'ai pas compris. We have 3 pages. Yeah, the question is that the sum of 1,658,000,000 rupees for program code 0703, construction and maintenance of roads and bridges, stand part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no.
I ask the Minister on page 251, item number 311113, decimal 003, W, flyover, no, sorry, Z, motorway M4 from Forbach to Bel Air. Can the Honourable Minister table the updated feasibility study for this project?
I'm sure, I think the honourable member will understand that I don't have the feasibility study now with me. But in any way, if need be, I can circulate it.
Yes, question, please.
Yes, on page 250, but it's item 3113.
Okay.
.003 ZNAA, that is motorway M4 from Forbach to Bel Air and the Ring Road Phase 2. These 2 projects have been announced in this year's budget, but there is no provision for the next financial year and even after that. It is only it will be in the 2027-2028 budget. May we know why?
The Ring Road Phase 2, as the Honourable Leader of the Opposition must be knowing, that it starts from Forbach to Bel Air, to Pont Blanc first phase, Pont Blanc to Bel Air second phase, and Bel Air to the Grand Bel Air third phase. So we are working on the projects. Funds have been made available, and for Ring Road also, funds have been made available. So for the Ring Road, we'll start with the feasibility study for the second phase of Ring Road. But for M4, we have funds available and we'll start the work. Everything is ready to start.
Yes.
On the same item, may I ask the Minister, out of the sum budgeted for the studies, whether same sum has been catered for independent consultancy study on the cracks that have appeared on the phase 1 of the Ring Road, which is linked to the phase 2. So whether this also entails a study for the cracks that have appeared now and damaged the road.
I'm sure when the RDA will start the consultancy work for phase 2, they will take care of, because you will have to start somewhere from phase 1 and then to go to phase 2.
Last question.
Can we
Tell me how to work.
Can we be provided with the time frames for both studies?
You mean for the Ring Road? But the project is scheduled to start in 27-28. So before that, the feasibility study must be over.
That is all now. The question is that the sum of 1,658,000,000 rupees for program code 0703, construction and maintenance of roads and bridges, stand part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. Honourable members, just after this, we're going to call the vote for the NDU. So the House, I'm telling the House that the vote for NDU will be called out of turn immediately now. So please follow page 512. Page 512. The question is that the sum of 584 million rupees for program code 2503, land drainage and community infrastructure development, stand part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. Yes.
That's page 513, 31113, decimal 045. Will the Minister provide us with the list of construction of grading of amenities that are being budgeted? And also the time frame for completion?
You mean the construction and upgrading of amenities? So there are many, if you want the list, I can circulate the list of amenities.
Precise in my question. I have one. Madam Chair.
Yes, yes.
26313, decimal 155. May we have the composition of the board of the Drain Infrastructure Constructions Limited, the names, qualifications, and remuneration of board members?
I'll circulate it.
Yes, the question is...
I have another one.
You have another one? Yes, stand up.
Yes, same item, Land Drainage Authority, same question. If I may have the constitutional composition of the board, qualification, and remuneration?
I'll circulate it.
Okay, the question is that the sum of 584 million rupees for program code 2503 land drainage and community infrastructure development stand part of the schedule. Those in favour say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. Honourable members, I think we can suspend the sitting now. Half an hour? Half an hour. For half an hour.